is what has driven me to annihilating you. 1A! 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 1A!
Well, the New England Patriots had beat the LA Chargers in the playoffs. The haters were hating and praying that the Chargers could come up with an upset. The Patriots had an easy schedule, they said, and when the lights were on, the Patriots performed. It wasn't the best game. This game was all about defense from both teams. Talking about the Chargers first, it was a good season for them. They probably shouldn't have been here because their offensive line was made of paper. That was the story the whole season, and it showed in the playoffs. It was looking rough early because Herbert was facing no pressure, but soon that O-line showed, and we kept hitting him every single play. I'm sorry the Patriots had to do it to you, Justin Herbert, because Herbert is my fantasy football husband. He is always my quarterback, but once fantasy's over and my team's in the playoffs, I'm showing my true colors. I still think you're one of the better quarterbacks, but hopefully next year your O-line cannot get decimated. Now for the Patriots. The defense showed up. I gotta give them credit for it. They locked down the run. The passing game was non-existent, and besides letting Herbert scramble a lot, there really wasn't much fear of us losing this game. It was close in the first half, but they were able to grind out some yards and keep putting points on the board. The OC for the Chargers, Greg Roman, should be fired because Robert Spillane said in the press conference that Chargers players came up to him saying they didn't know what defensive scheme they were in.
After the game, talking to a few of the guys on their team, they had no clue what we were doing, and they came up and said that. We have no clue what you guys were in all game.
Which is unacceptable in the NFL. I don't know whose job it is, but you have all those coaches and none of them can figure it out. That's a little bit sus.
And somewhere out there, Justin Herbert is still getting sacked.
The offense was lackluster. Drake Maye had a slow start, but that didn't deter him for the second half. He was able to scramble when they gave him the chance. Ramondre was running well and able to gain a lot of yards from the checkdowns. There were moments of big gains from the passing game, from Keyshawn Boutte, and of course the Hunter Henry touchdown. So it wasn't an entertaining game, but it was a grinding win, which the Patriots need. A lot can go wrong in playoff games, and a lot of looks can't go your way, but you still grind out, you find a way, and eventually you pull away. It wasn't the prettiest win, but in the playoffs, a win's a win. So now that we beat the Chargers, who's our next opponent? The Houston Texans. That defense scares me. The Chargers defense was pretty good too this season, but the Texans is one of the best. And watching their game with the Steelers, they were beating up on Aaron Rodgers. That is not good, because Drake Maye took a lot of sacks this season. So I feel like that game will kind of be like this, where it's a defensive battle, and you have to take your points when you get it. I'm all for going for it on fourth and being aggressive, but sometimes you just gotta take your points. The Texans offense is very shaky. We never know which CJ Stroud we're gonna get. And in the Steelers game, he looked pretty bad. So I'm a bit scared that maybe he might have a turn-up game, but as long as we pressure him and we force him to throw, we should be able to contain this offense. Every playoff game will only get tougher, and this will be a huge test. But for now, I'm enjoying the win, and I'm looking forward toward the divisional game. But please, O-line, I'm praying you protect them at all costs.
He came here and said to the fans during that celebration, enjoy it, appreciate it. It's not like this everywhere.